Hey everybody, I'm Jelani.
And I'm Brooks.
And together we are Go Figure Reviews. And for today, we have the Marvel Legends series Secret Wars, Spider-Man, and Wolverine figures.
Yep, a new toy line based on an old toy line, which was basically a gimmick that led to like the first event one of the first event comics ever made.
Yeah, the thing where it brought like all your favorite superheroes together to fight an evil.
Yeah, they were like, what if we just got like all these guys and then like, you know, had them fight or whatever.
It's like action figures smashing into each other.
Yeah, it's just like, let's just dig into the toy box.
Yep, that's exactly what it was. Yeah. And, you know, it's no different. We're going to do the two probably most sought after figures in the wave. We may do the others. It depends how I feel. We'll see. First, we're going to go, of course, with Spider-Man. The black suit Spider-Man, Peter Parker himself. He got this new costume during the Secret Wars time.
It was like one of the most probably famous issues of Secret Wars.
That's correct.
The black costume Spider-Man.
That's right. Reed Richards allegedly created it or something, but then it turned into the symbiote. Or it
technically wasn't even the first appearance of the black costume. There was another issue where he wore a black costume, but it wasn't like the symbiote black costume, I think.
Okay, so he got the idea, and then Reed was like, machine.
Yeah, like the idea came from like a young comic book fan, and they ended up using it. It was pretty neat.
That's
cool. They used to do that back in the day.
Yeah, I like that. They listened to the fans. That's wild. And of course, we have Wolverine here, the I guess the leader of the X-Men in some worlds and forms and fashion. I'm kidding. He's not.
He's not a leader, Bob. He's a loner.
That's right. So, yeah, we're going to look at these two figures and see what's going on, of course, but we're going to look at the back first. It has the Spider-Man stuff on it.
Yeah, very basic card, but like it does evoke that classic old-timey toy charm.
It really does.
So much.
Yeah, you can pause that, look at it. It's got the other figures from the wave that we may or may not review, depending on how I feel. We'll see how that goes. And then, of course, it shows you how to make the shield, how to put the shield stuff in the back.
Here's how you do it, idiots.
Yeah, that's right, dummy. And then over here, we got our barcode. I'll flip it this way.
Barcode.
That's right. It's pretty cool. And, yeah, on this side over here, we got the Wolverine, who has the same thing. If you want to look at his stuff, you can pause it. And, same thing with the shield. And, of course, his barcode. Not too bad. Retro card back is very nice. I like it. And I really hate I got to tear these open, but we're definitely going to tear them open and see what's going on.
So here we have the old Knucklehead Wolverine. And this was from his brown suit era, which was like late 80s, or 80s, early 90s, as I recall.
That's
like right before Jim Lee switched him back to the yellow and blue, the tiger stripe. But it's a pretty well liked costume change. I kind of like it. You know, it's very basic. But I think it works for the most part. It reminds me of the NES video game.
Yeah.
And the coloring on this figure, like, really reminds me of that video game. Like, he kind of almost seems like that sprite made into a figure. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Like, I like brown costume Wolverine.
Yeah, and it's really old school. This was like 84 when I think when Secret Wars came out.
Yeah.
So, like, it's like in that little lexicon of how his costume looked then, of course. It is. I like the thin lines that are in the front. It's not as wide as we see it today at the that V that goes down at the bottom. Yeah. Even on the back, it looks about the same. But yeah, look at that figure. It's not bad either.
Yeah, he's pretty. Like I said, the coloring is very reminiscent of the. It's brighter, because you want to get the dumb kids' attention.
That's right.
You gotta give them bright colors.
Shiny.
Can't have dark browns, bub. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna cut it, if you know what I mean. But yeah, he looks pretty good. Like I like he's got the smirking face as his default. And yeah, bub, I'm ready to fight beyond or whatever the fuck. It's the Secret Wars, bub. But his arms are like.
Yeah, he's got the sweet butterfly joints.
Yeah, they got the arm hair, of course.
I like them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like a different plastic than what we were used to. It's kind of like a matted plastic. I don't know. It's a different feel. It's a different look to it. than the regular place, like I said.
He's got decent midsection as well. You know, you want to be able to make him crouch, or like, you know, like he's being thrown, of course. Fastball special and all that. No waist, but his legs are pretty good too. Like, and you also want to be able to like get Wolverine in them crouching poses too. You know, like, I'm sneaking up on you, bub. You didn't even see me, did you, bub? You stupid idiot. I snuck right up on you, and I stabbed you with my claws, bub. So yeah, he is pretty nice. Like, I really like this one. Like, I think the coloring really like...
Yeah, it shows out a lot. Can he Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Oh, can he Jean-Claude? Oh, I think he can. Well,
yeah, he's a little close.
Yeah, he's close.
He's close.
Not quite.
Does it drop down? Do his legs drop down?
No, they
don't.
That's unfortunate. Weird. That would. I think that would kind of make him too good, almost.
And he's pinless, of course, which is nice. True.
Yeah, especially with the arms.
Yeah,
it doesn't interrupt the arm hair pattern.
I like that. Yeah.
But he comes with some decent extras as well. He comes with an extra head with no mask, a maskless head, a little more serious.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like, I'm serious, bub. I'm gonna fuck this Beyonder guy up. And he comes, of course, with clawed hands as well.
Which I like those claws.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
I mean, I don't know, like Marvel's Hasbro versions of claws have been up and down.
Yeah. I think they're doing a pretty good job with these. They do kind of like they evoke that kind of 90s, late 80s, early 90s like aesthetic that the claws had. Just basically just like 3 long knives.
Yeah. As it should be.
And of course he comes with a little like a hologram thing.
Like the original figures did, yeah.
Yeah, he's got no mask. He's got a mask. And it comes with this thing which snaps into the thing. As you can see, it has like a little clip so it can be used as a shield, which is cool because that's what they did back in the day. Like, check it out. And of course you pop the little secret. You can pop it in like to replace the hologram, or you just pop it in there, whatever. It's not really important. What's important is the cool hologram effect.
Yeah, that one's better.
Yeah.
If the other one had a hologram effect, that'd be pretty cool. But you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, but one of them had to not have it.
Yeah. All right, and here we have the Spectacular Spider-Man. This is the black costume Spider-Man. The kind of sort of first appearance of the symbiote.
This is my favorite. This is my favorite Spider-Man costume.
Yeah. This is the one that like blew everyone's mind when we were kids. Yeah. Oh my goodness, he's in the black suit. Yeah, this is the cool one. I really like this. I like that we're getting a Secret Wars version. I like the fact that we're getting kind of this new body mold. And first of all, looking at the face. Now, I think the eyes are a little too big. For this Spider-Man, I think they should be a little smaller. I think they're wide-eyed, like
maybe a little bit.
Yeah, just like maybe a McFarlane or something like that. I think they're just a little too big. I mean, even the shield on there makes it big, but I like all of the paintwork for the spider itself. It looks pretty good, and it goes all the way around, which isn't too bad either. I really like that. He's just simple matte black.
Yeah.
He's just a regular guy, a spider guy. And looking at his articulation, he can look up really high, that high. He can look down pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, that's awesome. But, he's still got that little dent in between, which is, it's fine. He's got good butterfly joints. They don't go out as far as Wolverine's, which is kind of weird. But he's still got them. His arms go out pretty good. He is very stiff. I'm going to still have to use a hairdryer on him. Good forearm swivel, though. The double jointed elbow, that's pinless.
Of course.
Yep. Not too bad. He's got the swivel there. No hinge. Well, it goes down and it goes up. Not that far. Not too bad.
Yeah.
Not terrible. But, good waist swivel right here. Well, it's not waist swivel. It's more like a chest swivel.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a waist swivel. He more has like the ab crunch, which is fine because he goes back that far. he goes forward that far. Not terrible. And can he Jean-Claude? No, he cannot. But it's
I would kind of like Spider-Man to be able to Jean-Claude.
He doesn't have drop-down joints either. It's kind of a bummer because you need to get him into crouching poses. If you're going to do this Spider-Man, you're going to have to do all the things you did with the other Spider-Man to make him crouch, to make him do all the cool spider poses you want. He's got that thigh cut, double jointed knees. Also very stiff, but they're pinless as well. He's got a boot cut there. He's got the toe articulation goes up and down. No toe articulation, I take that back. It's not there. And an ankle rocker. The pivot's on point at least. But to me, it's kind of a disappointing Spider-Man figure.
I like him.
I like him, but he's going to have to do
like a few little tweaks.
Yeah, he needs some moves. He needs to do some stuff. He's no Scarlet Spider by any shape or form. But he's all right. I mean, he's doing fine. But he comes with an alternate head, which is probably my favorite head. It's like he's angry. Yeah. The mean, determined head. It looks pretty good. I like it. You know, like he put the cowl on as opposed to it like growing to his body. And he's got whipping hands, which technically he doesn't need whipping hands because the webs come out of those little white triangles at the top.
And when he had the symbiote, he had infinite webs.
Yep, infinite webs.
Which I guess was like actually just part of the symbiote.
Yeah. He's just shooting himself out.
Yeah, Venom just shoots himself out. Yeah. He just made it look like webs to make Spider-Man like, it'll make him feel more comfortable.
Yeah. And then, of course, he's got two splayed out hands, of course, where you can probably stand him on his hands.
Dancing to win back his community center.
That's right. Like in Breaking 2. Boogaloo. Yeah, not too bad. I like the splayed out hands like usual. Those are normal Spider-Man hands. He also comes with, of course, the shield with the hologram where he's Peter Parker.
Mask.
And then
no mask. Spider-Man, Peter Parker. Spider-Man, Peter Parker.
It's pretty nice. And, of course, it's got the Secret Wars 40th anniversary, which you can actually take out.
Like, don't feel old yet? This thing is 40 years old.
It's 40 years old. I was a children when this came out. I was a 5-year-old.
I remember him. I remember I used to have
telling my age. But yeah, putting this in, it's not terrible. But
like it's not the hologram.
Yeah, but it's no hologram, like we said before. But this
Throw
is all
in the garbage.
Yeah, it's not the best, but it is also his shield. And we may talk about the other figures and their shields, especially Captain America. But going forward, I mean, like I said, it's okay to me. I'm not too impressed with the Spider-Man figure yet. Maybe something else needs to wow me. I'm not sure.
And here's 3 Wolverines you probably never expected to see standing side by side. On the left, we have the classic Toy Biz Wolverine, no number, technically Wolverine 1. He's not, he's very basic, of course.
He was the most basic, yeah. Didn't he come with a sword or something?
Yeah, I think he came with like a katana. But he has a removable mask, which is cool. Yeah. And he has the claws that you can retract and pull back up into his arms, which is pretty nice. It was a fun little action feature, but it did kind of like, make his arms look doofy.
Yeah.
But on the other side, of course, we have this was a CT.
CT Toys.
CT Toys.
That's the Wolverine bootleg that we reviewed before. This is not Wolverine.
Yeah.
This is the guy that I'm comparing this Wolverine to. Like, tell me, Brooks, like which Wolverine of the two would you choose?
I really like the CT Toys one a lot. But I think I like the coloring on this one a little bit better.
Oh.
Like I'd like to, it'd be like ideally, you'd have them both. But if I had to pick one, I'd probably go with the Secret Wars one just because I like the coloring better.
Okay.
But I think the CT Toys one does have better articulation. But
he gets in crazy poses.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's insane.
I think this new one has a better color scheme. He does kind of remind me of the NES Wolverine game.
Mm-hmm.
So that kind of like I'm biased, I guess you could say.
Fair enough. I get it. Okay, and here we have our new Secret Wars Spider-Man next to the retro card Black Suit Spider-Man and the animated series Black Suit Spider-Man. This was in a 2-pack with, I believe, Carnage. We reviewed that a long time ago. These two are, I think, the same body mold. They're from the retro cardbacks original Spider-Man. They just painted it a little differently. They don't have, I think, guessing, yeah, this one has toe articulation.
Oh.
Yeah, that's his difference. He does a little bit more.
So he's a fancy boy.
Yeah, Spider-Man. He's the fancy boy Spider-Man. He's the one that needed toe articulation. These needed toe articulation.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're regressing.
It's Spider-Man, dude.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man's gotta have that.
Yeah, and if you notice, it's inconsistent with his the little white things. He's got rectangles on his hands here. He's got the triangles here, and he's got a little square-ish things.
He's secretly Triangle Man.
That's right. He does whatever a triangle can. Yeah, I like his paintwork better for the spider as opposed to this one. I couldn't stand that for some reason, but that one looks okay. But I got little nitpicks for each one. But this one has the best. I think this one has the best paintwork. I still think that his eyes shouldn't be that big. I think they should be a little this or maybe a little smaller, just because it's the original first appearance. And first appearance didn't have his eyes that wide. I believe it's just.
I think you're reading a bit too much into it.
I am, but I like Spider-Man. And I like to be accurate in certain things, especially if you're going to give us a Secret Wars.
Nerd alert.
Yeah, whatever.
And here we have Wolverine with a couple of his main villains. Of course, the mainest would be Sabretooth, of course. Who, kind of towers over him. But that's always been the fun dynamic between them. Was Wolverine's always the smaller one, but he always wins because he's just more badass.
He's got more guile.
Yeah. He's kind of like the Hulk in the Thing, it seems like the Thing should always lose, but the Thing's just so tough that, he can hang with the Hulk even though he might not necessarily win. Wolverine tends to come out on top against Sabretooth most of the time, though.
And this Sabretooth came from the 2-pack with the Wolverine.
Yeah, the anniversary.
Yeah, the anniversary edition.
So Cowboy Wolverine.
That's correct. Yeah, he is my favorite Sabretooth so far.
Yeah, he is pretty good.
He's awesome.
He's like that classic 90s costume. And the other one, of course, is Lady Deathstrike, who was complicated relationship, I guess. She was the daughter of the guy who put the medal in Wolverine, but then he killed the guy, and she was mad about it. And she wants to kill Wolverine.
Yep, basically. Yeah, so she isn't she a part of the Reavers?
Yeah, she was I think she worked with or led the Reavers for a time. And so I always liked her because she had those gigantic ass freak hands, the cyber hands. So it's two of Wolverine's greatest rivals. Who would come out on top?
Yeah. Okay, and here we have two of the Spider-Man's villains. One is, of course, Eddie Brock, the famous Venom. Venom. He's the one that has the tongue. I like the tongue version. I don't know why. I just like him when he's really
I kind of wish they
gross.
do a classic McFarlane version with the creepy square tooth grin.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Done that one.
I don't think so either.
The Toy Biz days.
Yeah, you gotta have him smiling a little bit like that. And of course, we have Kraven on the other side. Kraven is Kraven's Last Hunt.
Yeah, didn't he was wearing the black costume when he
he was
Spider-Man.
That's correct. And it was it wasn't the symbiote. I don't.
Yeah, it was just his
regular black costume. Yeah. Right after he fought Venom, I think he had to fight Kraven with his regular suit, and I think he got buried alive. I'm not sure. I didn't.
There was some shenanigans.
Yeah.
It was wacky hijinks.
That's right.
It was a fun story.
Yeah. And I can't remember where this Kraven came from. This is my second Kraven from Hasbro. He's pretty cool though. I like this one because I like his sneering face, and I love the lion.
Yeah, the lion vest.
Yeah, it's awesome. So yeah, I mean, of these two, they did get the best of Peter Parker. Yeah. Like not even a little bit.
Well, I don't think Venom ever really was Peter.
Nah, he got close.
He's kind of like, as much as I love Venom, he was kind of too dumb to ever actually outsmart Peter.
True.
And here we have our new Secret Warriors with Dr. Doom, who is very reminiscent of the Secret Wars Dr. Doom. He wasn't technically in the Secret War, or like this one wasn't a Secret War. It was in a 2-pack, but it is basically Secret Wars Doom.
Yeah, because we wouldn't have a video without Doom.
Who would dare?
It's awesome. Yeah, he is in the 2-pack with Captain Marvel. But yeah, this was kind of our like first Secret Wars figure.
Yeah.
Without saying that it was Secret Wars, this is this Dr. Doom is dressed exactly the way he is in the action figure.
Yeah, he's missing box. He's missing his iconic cape, but he didn't have that in the figure. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember actually this was one of the Secret Wars figures I had.
Yeah.
Because I like won it at one of my dad's company picnics, like way back when I was like a drooling child, like 3 or 4 years old.
Nice.
So like I ended up losing him, but like I remember having him for a while.
Yeah, and I have my Dr. Doom from when I was a kid, but I don't feel like looking for it right now. It's somewhere in the house. But yeah,
Doom lurks in the shadows waiting for you to be asleep so he can strike.
That's exactly how he works. But yeah, I like this. I like his height on them.
Yeah.
I like that he's imposing.
Doom towers over all lesser men.
That he does.
So, all in all, I think these two are pretty good. They're not what I would call like must-haves. But if you don't have a black costume Spider-Man or a brown costume Wolverine, these would do well in a pinch. I think they're very like I said, I like the color scheme on Wolverine. The black costume Spider-Man is a classic costume. I love that costume. So yeah, I think these two are worth picking up. Like if you don't have, figures that already fill these
or if you can find them, because these two
would probably be the most popular ones.
Yeah, they were pain in the butt to find. Yeah, so yeah, good luck.
Yeah, but they are both pretty good. But I can't say they're perfect. But what is? But in order to judge things, because we are like gods who like to pass judgment upon ourselves. We have this. We created the system known as figure points, and we bequeath them upon figures worthy of them. So, as far as the Secret Wars Black Costume Spider-Man and Brown Costume Wolverine goes, I would say for myself, I would give Spider-Man 4.5 points. I think he needs a few tweaks to him, but he's not a bad Spider-Man. I think he's got potential, and I like the hologram thing. Of course, those are very cool little extras. I wish they'd have given him a little bit of webbing or something, though. But it's all good. And Wolverine, I think I would actually give Wolverine a 5.
Really?
Yeah, I really like this Wolverine. It's the coloring that really gets me, I think, with him.
I think you're biased.
Yeah, I'm biased.
I get it.
Yeah, I'm biased. Maybe I'm a little generous because he reminds me of my days sitting in front of an NES playing that stupid fucking game.
Yeah, I believe it.
And losing over and over again. But tell me, how many figure points do you believe these lowly figures, barely worthy of our attentions, would gain?
Well, I mean, I guess since we're doing it individually, so I think Spider-Man gets a 4. He's disappointing to me. I other than the alternate head, I think they needed to do something else with this body. I don't know. Maybe I need to have more time to play with it. But I've played with the retro card Spider-Man. I've played with the Renew Your Vows Spider-Man. I've played with a lot of Spider-Man. I've gotten used to their articulation and how they work, their mechanics. I really enjoy Spider-Man, so I have a lot of Spider-Man. If you see my house tour, you know that. It's just this one. I mean, for me, this would be an easy pass. Other than the holographic shield and the head, I give it a 4 for now because I'm being generous. for that one. I'd give it would be much lower if it wasn't for that head. Something about the squinty-eyed head is really cool.
Yes,
I
like
really
that
enjoyed it.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, I like
with
it.
a measly 4 figure points.
That's right. And with Wolverine, I like him too. I like him a lot. I do like him. I like his articulation. I like his butterfly joints. I like his claws. I like the alternate head they give you. I like all his paint work. The fact he does look like an NES game.
Mm.
The fact he looks like 80s Wolverine in a lot of different ways. I'm going to give him a 5. I'm giving him a 5.
Wow.
I was surprised. Yeah, I like him too. Is he CT Toys cool? I think he's on par with the CT Toys in a lot of different ways. I like the CT Toys. The only downside of that one is it's a bootleg and its arm falls off and little weird things. But you can get this one in crazy poses too.
Yeah.
And I might show it off a little later in the photos of how Wolverine like moves. But he's pretty cool. I mean, it wasn't what's one more Wolverine figure to our set?
Yeah.
What's
another one, guys?
Yeah.
We only have like 50?
Like 50 of them. Just like we have 50 Spider-Man.
It's 51.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna knock the 2 popular ones out of the way. We may do the other ones as we go along. It just depends on how I feel.
It's just like it's a decent set. It's got a Cap and an Iron Man.
Yeah.
I guess Titania.
Yeah.
The Beyonder.
And Beyonder.
Yeah.
Yeah, we may do them all. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. You tell us in the comments if you want to see them. I know they've already been reviewed like thousands of times on other channels, but who cares? This is our channel. This is Go Figure
It didn't matter until we reviewed it.
That's right. And so,
yeah, it's like you wait. Here, Go Figure Reviews. We're big believers in liking and subscribing. And if you don't do it, we shun you, and you won't even know it. But in the back of your mind, you'll know that you're being shunned.
Yeah.
So, do it. It costs you nothing.
Yeah, we like to bully.
Yeah, we're on a heel turn. We're on a villain arc.
That's right. We're totally doing it. Do it. Subscribe.
First, we became gods. Then we became corrupt gods. But most importantly, as always, is that you get out there and
Go Figure.